Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be going through my round one, or I guess in just general my AFL Fantasy women's team reveal, going through who I selected, etc. It's not going to be the longest video, partially because I'm not as caught up as other people like Bailey and others that have more in-depth knowledge of the players, etc. And I've kind of used them as a reference point, and then you will see a similarity in the team with some main players, but I think there is a couple players difference that I've gone for, etc. And you can probably tell that I'm a Swans fan with the players that I've selected. But anyway, before we get into the video, as well as the fact that it's going to be a little bit shorter because I am a little bit under the weather a little bit, and I know that this video probably isn't going to be the best quality, so might as well try and keep it short and keep my energy up because I'm a little bit under the weather with a cold that is run through, I guess, my family at the moment. But anyway, before we get into the video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's get into the video. So as you can see here, I'll put this a little bit bigger here. Let me go like this there so you guys can actually see it. So I think Carney or Canny, however you say it, is the best choice from memory from watching a couple of people. It sounds as if North Melbourne have had a couple people or a couple of defenders leave. I'm not exactly sure, not caught up with their names, etc. But it sounds like there's an opening there for Carney to play, and I think with as you can see here, she has a good last three anyway, if that is any reference, and sounds to me that she could easily get a lot of plus sixes and stuff like that. I mean, it's quite hard to, I guess, judge with the females, but we'll be running it through this year, and I guess it's the first year of this is being out. But from what I've heard, Carney is one of the best selections to go for in the in this year in defence, and yeah. Then we come on to Thomas here, newer player, obviously 20, and just trying to bring up their fixture actually now. If we can bring it up, let's go to, is it Stats Center? Let's see. No, it doesn't want to work for me, so we'll just go back here actually. Apparently it needs an update, but let's just go to here, AFLW fixtures, and let's run this through. Here we go. So first up, if we run it back, Eagles have Freo, and if we look at AFLW ladder, and I'll just work off last year. Does this have last year's? Nope, doesn't. AFLW ladder, can you do season 7? You have here, okay, season 7, Fremantle finished outside of the top 8 on 3 wins and a draw out of 10 games. So that's, if we actually go here, I can hopefully go to West Coast. Matches, fixtures, is there any filter? Team, and we go down to West Coast because we're looking at West Coast. They got the Suns and then Carlton. Suns finished outside. Carlton also finished outside. Then you have the Swans didn't win a game, but they should be stronger this year with Malloy and Gardner coming in. Then you have Port as well, and Port finished second bottom as well. Giants finished outside from memory, from looking at that. And then you got Melbourne. Tough game, obviously, as they're the previous winners, but should be fine, to be honest, having one tough game. And then Essendon and Western Bulldogs. Essendon finished outside, Western Bulldogs finished 7th. So looking at this schedule, and then you have Adelaide who finished 3rd, so they have 2 tough games basically in the whole run out of the, is that 10? 10 games, and yeah, should be fine. And that's why I think a lot of people are liking Thomas. Evans, from what I've seen and heard, I believe that Evans is one of the ones that with the GWS backline, I believe, is going to be getting a lot more, I don't know, kick-outs or something of that manner, and just has a lot more access to the footy as a distributor, so that should enable her to, I guess, go up in price. I mean, don't really know at this moment. I haven't looked at haven't looked as much stats, but from what I've heard, she should have good access. Same with Ella Head's really good season last year. Doesn't really show it in the stats, but in the practice matches, pretty sure she took pretty much all of the kickouts and just looks on to be able to go up in price. I mean, the Swans have brought in a lot more experience, especially in the midfield. So, and you've got even when I'm pretty sure Montana Ham's down early season with injury, but so they'll still have a pretty stacked midfield, a lot more experience in the back line. So they should be able to not have to play that sort of territory football that they were kind of playing at times last year. So they should be able to kick it around the back a little bit more and distribute it better. And Heads looks like a young gun that should be up and coming and should be able to, I guess, profit off that fantasy wise. Then you move on to the rookies, and honestly, don't know if Cordner is even going to play, and Vale. These two are just top pick rookies, and honestly, we'll probably flip when we know the teams when they come out Thursday. Is it? Did they make them? I'm pretty sure they made them the same timing released as they did with the males, so that would be interesting when that happens. So we'll see with that when that happens who are the rookies that are going to play, but I expect from what I've heard that Cordner and Vale should play. Then you have, you've got to go big in the midfield, and I kind of have gone big. Well, I have gone big with Bowers, Marinoff, Conti. Conti, I guess, was just to get the cash available to be able to do the rest of the team, and so I could go up with Conti to someone else, just shy of 3 million or something. There are some other people, but I think Conti is one of the up-and-coming stars. I mean, her last three were absolutely huge, and if she returns to that form, then it should be good. I've heard, I don't think we've got any major injuries. Could be completely wrong, could have a major injury. Just put that down in the comments. I mean, I'm going to find out probably the wrong way on Thursday with team releases that half my team is probably out or something. But, I mean, seems like a sort of template team. Bowers is sort of the number one picked player. I mean, 64% owned just seems an obvious pick at that average. Marinoff, seems pretty good as well, honestly, at that price. And seems pretty good at average of 112. Then you have Bonci, Bonici, or however you say it. You can help me in the comments on that one. 943k seems like another template pick for most people. And seems don't know exactly about them, considering that I don't see any stats here, and it's kind of hard to get the stats per se off their VFL and other stuff, but hopefully that becomes easier access in the future, but we'll see with that. Just seems like a template pick for most of the YouTubers out there, most of the content creators, so I'm just going to follow suit. And then from what I've heard, Smith here is going to be a really, really good basement price. If we actually look at the stats, Smith, let's see. Let's go here. Whoops. AFLW Women's, let's see. You can see a VFL stats average of, almost 70 or so. 648 in 9 games is actually, I believe, 72. 72 on the dots. Just really, really valuable. 72 on the dots. You can see that she's played against these sides in 2021. Believe she had an injury or something in 2022, so she was out pretty much the whole time, and hopefully she can go back to that form, because 70s as a rookie will be good. Let me just pick this up here, and let me just check here. Can I do... should probably have or get to know these females a little bit more before I guess doing it. But let's see, with Benchy, you can see 47 games, 3,300 points basically, so 3,286 divided by 47. You have 70 average there. 900k, you can see if we go into the all prices, 900k, most of these are averaging around about the same marker. 943k, do we have a 943? 943 is around that 68, so even that, she's up 2 points on that. And you've also got here that here you can see did she get injured at any of these games? You can see an 18 here in 2022, which wasn't the best. So yeah, that 18 is gonna affect it a little bit, as well as playing a little bit, I think, out of position here, to be honest. So yeah, if we take that 18 out, here 1 second, that jumps up to 71, which is +4, +5, which is even better. So you have that, and then you got another rookie on the bench who seems to be Georgia Nansquin. Probably messed up that name. So Georgia here, you've got, and let me check the stats here quickly, because I'm pretty sure you'll see the same sort of thing. Not the best stats, to be honest, but that was from 2019. So hopefully she's grown in that time and gotten better. And just seems like a good rookie pick, and we'll just see how that plays out. Hickey here, Talia Hickey. Let's check the stats again, just trying to get familiar with these players. Let's see. Is it going to show? Okay, let's do it this way. Let's see, Talia Hickey. You can see here with Talia Hickey, started to get better, 37 games, 2094. 2094 divided by 37 is 56, 57 or so. So not the greatest at that price point, but I mean, she averaged 64 in the last AFLW season, and is probably only going to get better as she gets older. So that's why I've gone for her. A little bit of a risky pick compared to a lot of people going for a rookie ruckman. I mean, I do have Davies and Hoare on the bench as well, so they're rookie ruckman or basement price, so should be good with that, and I'll be able to cover that off if I need to trade out Hickey and I can go with like a Hoare or a Davies. I can do that, and then I can also upgrade my defense or something like that, as that could be necessary across the season with 27 trades, I believe, or something like that. Then you come to the forward line, and you've got Chloe Malloy here, the number one pick, I think, for a lot of teams. Going in, her and Gardner are going in to be the midfield brunt of the Swans, and it seems like they should do really, really well. I mean, she's coming from, Collingwood, I believe. I should know this. I'm pretty sure it's Collingwood. Let's just check this. Yeah, Collingwood. So yeah, coming through Collingwood, turning, I believe, 25 this year. She's just about to enter her prime, and I think she does have the ability to really step on the gas and be +10, +15 on the what she was doing. I mean, you can see Collingwood, she had a variety of positions, playing in the forward line where that screwed over her average, playing on ball where she does actually score a lot better, so we'll see what happens there. But 47 games for her for 2604. Let me just quickly work that out. That's 55 average, and yeah, so I think if you cut out half the games where she was playing in full forward, you can see this range here. She scored an 18, like a lot of 40s. She had like one game above that 50 average. And the forward pocket here, she did a little bit better. But yeah, and even on the halfback, she's been moved around so much. So we'll see what happens with her. But I have a feeling she's in for a better season. And then you got Laura Gardner. Stats, I probably stuffed up her name as well. Did I stuff it up? I did stuff it up, yeah. It's that, I believe. And you see Gardner here, 880 through 18, and yeah, she had a couple games a lot of games on the bench actually, but I think she's come in as a prime midfielder for the Swans again, sort of how Malloy, but a lot less price wise. So yeah, should do better, and I think she's going to be one that has potentially 20 or 30 points of upside, to be honest. Priced at, I believe, 46. I don't know the exact pricing wise for this. I just need to, let me just do some quick calculations. 958 divided by 68.1 is 14.06, and then 647 divided by 46. 14 point. So the magic number seems to be at the moment, 1,400 or something like that. 958,000 divided by 68.1 is 14,067. So that is the number I'll use for all my things for going forward, etc. But yeah, so should be fine. And yeah, I think she will go up in price massively. You got Roberts, another stab in the dark, just because young forward. Pretty sure she had a pretty good debut year. I'm pretty sure it was last year. Age 19. It's a lot harder with these girls because there are a lot more open brackets. Like you've got age wise, so you've got some people debuting at like 31, 30, and some people debuting at 18, 19, etc. So it's really hard to tell if they're a returning player. They've got injuries from the year before, which has blanketed them price wise. They've also had like a debuting year, etc. So it's really hard to, I guess, pick this year, and hopefully we just get better stats for next year. Phillips, from my memory, from what other people were saying, is that she should be able to have a better year just because she will be in a better position, and hopefully this will be it will be hopefully a better year because she actually gets that midfield rollback, and they think 10, 15, 20 points upside, so we'll see on that one. And then to finish off the on-field people, Cynthia Hamilton, really good debut year for her. Last year took out the best and fairest at the Swans, and this is sort of a punt with, I believe it's Montana Ham out injured, that she will take up a midfield role. I really liked how she finished the year last year, and I think there is a little bit of upside, but obviously this will probably shoot me in the foot, but we'll see what happens there. And yeah, hopefully she actually does really well, as I think she's one of a future midfield forward that or part-time midfielder, like a 80-20 forwarder, and then a bit time in the midfield. But hopefully she has the, I guess, fantasy relevance this year, as it's probably going to shoot me in the foot, but we'll see with that. And then you got Milford off the bench as well, and just see if she plays or not. And yeah, that is pretty much the team there. So that's my, I guess, stab at AFLW Fantasy. And sorry that this, if you hear the sniffles and stuff like that in this video, I'll try and edit all that stuff out before this video goes live. But yeah, just really under the weather, so hopefully this video was up to a decent enough quality. And I guess I'll see you guys back here for whenever I'm feeling up for it with the with my, I guess, round 24 and my other review of the AFL men's season. And then my tips will be out, I guess, I probably won't do tips round 1. I'll do them online, but I won't actually record a video, as I don't think I'll be up for it. But round 2 tips and my finals tips will be out next week, and we'll go through my team review, etc., trades, and yeah, for AFL women's next week, as hopefully I'll be feeling better then. But anyway, that is the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.